Kaiwhakatū mai nei ki te kauta. Welcome to the kitchen. Today we are going to be making pecan pie, and I'm going to send this off to Lucy, who is the executive producer of the AM show, and she was nominated by Bernadine, who just spoke about what an amazing leader she is. She's about to get a new project off the ground, and it is entailing so much mahi, but she's doing an amazing job. And so Lucy, I'm going to send this pecan pie off to you. Pai nati pekani, pecan pie, super delicious and starts with a simple pastry. Of course you can use a store-bought short crust if you want, but this one is so much better. I just wanted to say as well, I'm going to use this oblong rectangle version of a quiche tin, but you can also use a 25 centimetre round tin as well. Nā reira, koe nei ngā kai ka whakamahia e tātou. Here are the ingredients you need.
Kia toru Hōwhākapu puehu parawa, 3/4 of a cup of flour. Kia Hōwhākapu puehu huka, 1/4 of a cup of icing sugar. Kia Haurua kapu peru one, 1/2 a cup of ground almonds. He kine tote, a pinch of salt. Kirire mana pi rahi rahi, finely grated lemon zest. Kia kotahiro Kaiwhakaputa mātau, 100 grams of chilled butter. Kia rua kokonui wai mātau, 2 tablespoons of chilled water. Kia kotahiro karamu tiakarete, 100 grams of chocolate. So let's add our puehu parawa, puehu huka and peru one into a bowl with a sprinkle of tote and grate in our kirire mana pi rahi rahi, a finely grated lemon zest. Raua atu te pata, add in your butter, and I smush it with a pastry smusher, but you can just use your hands as well. All you're looking for is a rough kind of crumb texture like so. Then add in your wai mātau, and just use your ringa, your hands, to smush it together and just gently knead it for about 2 minutes until a smooth dough appears. Beautiful. Now that is a good looking pastry. All you do now is get some baking paper, press your pōha, your pastry, down gently, and then just wrap it up. Ka pai, now you want to chill it for 30 minutes in the refrigerator, and this is what it looks like afterwards. And all you do is unwrap it, get some puehu parawa and give it a good old dusting below and on top, and then roll it out to fit your tin. Whatever shape your tin is, roll your pastry out to the same shape, and you want a good little bit of overhang on your pastry as well. Test it out, that is looking perfect. Flip it over into the tin, and remember you don't want it too thick because we're not blind baking this one. Smush it into all of the corners, cut off your excess. Just make sure it is all even and looking good. Refrigerate it again for 10 minutes. I think it needs some tiakarete action now, so all we do is whakarewaina te tiakarete, melt the chocolate, and then this has got sea salt and caramel brittle in it, and we just brush it up all over the sides and along that beautiful pastry. Now we place it in the freezer.
Hapai te whānau pōha pastry is all finished, and the reason why we put that tiakarete on is it just gives it such a beautiful flavour, and it also seals your pastry so your liquid from your filling doesn't seep out the sides. So let's turn to that. We're going to lightly toast our nati pekani, and the rest is super simple to do. Nā reira, me tīmata tātou, let's go.
Kia rua rau, rima te kau karamu nati pekani, 250 grams of pecan nuts. Kia rima te kau karamu pata, 50 grams of butter. Kia kotahi kokonui puehu parawa, 1 tablespoon of flour. Kia rua hautoru kapu huka haura, 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar. Kia haurua kapu marahihi māpere, 1/2 of a cup of maple syrup. Kia kotahi kokoiti hinamona, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Kia kotahi kokoiti iho hupere, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Kia kotahi kokonui wairemana, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Kia haurua kokoiti tote, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Kia toru hieki iti, 3 small eggs. So get your nati pekani and tip it all onto a tray and make sure it is nice and spread out. Bake for 8 minutes at 165 degrees until lightly toasted. Pour them into a dish with a little bit more pizzazz than I have here. Whoopsie! Oh, it's going everywhere. Kei te pai. Now we add our pata into a frying pan or a pot, and you just want to melt that over low heat. Raua tu te poehu parawa, add in the flour. You just want to cook this off gently again over low heat until it is all dissolved into the butter. Let's add some sweetness. In goes our huka hauda and marahihi mā pere. And you just want to smush it all into your butter mixture, and we're just dissolving our huka and bringing it to a light simmer. Luscious. Now we just pour that into a bowl, and we're going to let that cool for a few minutes. And now we add our hinamona, iho hu pere, and tote. Stir that through. And now we add our hiki one at a time, and we just whisk it on up with our egg beater after each addition. You can just use a hand whisk for this if you don't have an egg beater. Whiskey, 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 looking good. Now stir in your waire mana. And that is it done. Now take all your nutty pekani and set aside 1 cup of pecans, which should be whole because you want them for the decoration. Tapa here. Cut them up finely. Now you just want to add them into your pōha, raua tu ki te pōha, add them in, spread them out evenly, and now for your egg mixture. Perfect. Now take your nutty pekani that you reserved, they should be the whole ones, remember, and I just did a little herringbone pattern, but you can choose whatever you like. Now into the oven we go. Bake for 25 minutes at 170 degrees. Oh yeah, straight from the oven. You now want to brush it with a little bit of marahihi mā pere just for that beautiful gloss. And then sprinkle it with a little bit of sea salt, a little bit of tote.
Ka pai e te whānau. So our pecan pie is all deliciously baked. Now we did have a semi-disaster. Usually at home when I baked it, I would preheat a tray and then put my pecan pie on top of it and bake it. I didn't do that today, and then the mixture started dribbling into the bottom of the oven. So do not do what I just did. Preheat a tray while you're preheating your oven and then put your pie on top, and that won't happen, hopefully. Anywho, after you have baked it, you want to cool it and then put it in the fridge for around 3 hours, and then I serve it with some Greek yogurt and this delicious apple caramel sauce.
Kia kotahi āporo, 1 apple. Kia hau 3 kapu huka, 1/3 of a cup of sugar. Kia rua kokonui wai, 2 tablespoons of water. Kia haurua kapu creamy, 1/2 cup of cream. Kia haurua kokoiti tote, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Kia haurua kokoiti hinamona, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Kia kotahi kokoiti wanira, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Ka pai e te whānau, so peel your āporo, super easy, and then chop them into fine little cubes. Cubed perfection. Now add your huka and your whey into a frying pan, and you're going to make a caramel here, so you want to bring it to a boil and wait till it goes an amber colour. Like that. Perfect. Raua tu te āporo, add in the apple, and you want to cook that in the caramel until it is beautiful and sticky. Then pour in your creamy, stir that through. Add in your tote, hinamona, and wanira, and stir that through as well. And then just bring this to a beautiful boil until it is luscious and looks like that goodness. Oh yeah.
Pai nutty pekani. Pecan pie is such a lovely dessert to share with your whānau and your friends. Kia koe Lucy, to you Lucy. Kia ahu nui tonu tō mahi. Keep working hard, and from Bernadine and all of the team, they are so appreciative of all that you do. Kia koutou katoa, I am appreciative of all of you for your constant tautoko. I will see you again next time. Mā te wā.
Pop out that delicious tart, chop it up into slices, and if you want to, put it on a plate, pipe on some miraka pear unsweetened yogurt, put your apple sauce on, and a few little gold leaf touches. Mai tōku kauta ki tō kauta ki ki ana ki te aroha. Rau, add or put in. Raua, add it, put it in. Raua atu te pata, add the butter. Ahunui, to be industrious or hardworking. Kia ahunui tonu tō mahi, keep working hard.